Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
Happy New Year!
Welcome to 2022!
Woohoo! First episode of the new year, and boy are we excited. Because not only do we have two amazing beers, and we've had a wonderful Christmas, we hope, but we also have a special guest with us today.
An amazing bear.
An amazing bear.
Wow. Björn is back to further cement his lead on number of appearances.
Yes.
Guest appearances, at least.
Happy New Year, everybody.
And apparently a popular bear. Who knew?
Yeah. So Björn, we were busy all through Christmas with our calendar. Björn did his calendar for Björnguiden, and now we can relax a little bit.
Yes.
It's the beginning of the year, and we can drink some beers and just
finally we can
easy.
calm down and drink some beers, because that's not what we've been able to do the entire Christmas season.
No, exactly.
There's been zero beers.
Stress beers.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay, well today we have two beers from Nerdbrewing. We have featured them many times on the show. Have we ever had these?
I don't think we've had any of the barrel series on the show.
So the barrel series I would call the premium release from Nerdbrewing. I don't know what their barrel run is on or batch run is on these, but there've been 10 so far. We've tried almost all of them to date. I think 10 came out back in November, December, something like that.
Yeah, quite recently.
Yeah. So today we have 007 and 009. I would say overall so far I have really enjoyed the releases in the barrel series.
Yeah.
And am quite excited to try these two. This one comes in, 007 comes in at a 14.5% ABV, and it's an imperial stout aged in Barbados and Panama rum barrels.
Indeed.
Right. So instead of naming the brand, it's the
country.
Geographical designation of the barrels, which is quite interesting. I don't know what the difference between a Panamanian and Barbados rum is, but yeah. I'm a plebe when it comes to rum, so I guess that's why I don't know the difference.
But my limited rum experience is that it's very common to say the origin, because each of these like Caribbean islands and countries have their own naturally developed rum culture.
I'm sure, like, because you have a lot of Spanish influence or French influence in those regions, combined with
being
West
isolated.
African and indigenous folk as well. So all bringing their different cultures and traditions into the rum making process. So should be a lot of fun. I will say this smells amazing.
Yes, I agree.
It does smell rich and like chocolatey, a little. When I say boozy, I mean it in a good way. In this, it smells like a barrel aging.
Yeah, and very rum-like. I would say it's definitely got that rum nose.
And as usual, we need to mention that some of our friends always thinks that Nerdbrewing beers are sour, and sometimes I completely disagree. Sometimes I see like, okay, that definitely has a slight acidity to it, especially when it's coffee infused.
Yeah, this one has a bit of you can kind of smell a bit of the oaky barrel aging on it.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this.
We'll see if it translates to taste.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, Bjorn.
This was nice.
Yep.
Quite velvety mouthfeel.
It is velvety. I don't find any sour tastes in this, but I find a lot of fruity notes. Like I almost said grapefruit, but what I actually mean is pineapple.
Yeah, I get definitely some fruitiness to it. I get a lot of sweetness, a lot of chocolate on it.
To me it's mostly the sweetness and the chocolate.
Yeah,
comes through. But I can understand your point there, Martin. Maybe it's the rum.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's gives you those notes.
So for me, the main drawback of this beer is it's pretty sweet. It's for me, it's a little too sweet. Almost sugary, kind of like sugar water, kind of.
Yeah, definitely.
But so I think for me, a little bit will go a long way. But I think the mouthfeel is just spot on. It's got a rich lusciousness to it. It's got this great chocolatiness, kind of vanilla finish, and I don't get a huge rum barrel punch like I thought I would get, based on the nose. But it's
coming more and more, I think. Maybe it's a bit cold.
Could be needs to warm up a little bit.
Yeah. But seeing that the ABV is 14.5%,
Yeah,
it's very smooth.
I could have guessed 10.
Yeah, it's super drinkable. It's a little too drinkable.
Hazardous drinkable.
Yeah. You're like, well, that was really good. That was. I'm going to be sleeping really well tonight.
But speaking of beers with rum, you should do an episode with our friend John, who's a renowned rum judge, and quite into rum beers also. So you could do a special episode with a couple of rum beers.
Yeah, we need to get some Innocent Gun rum cask beers, and we're set. All right, so what would you give Barrel Series 007? Bjorn?
I think I would give it 425.
Okay.
For me, it's a strong 425.
Yes.
Yep, I think 425s all around. Good.
Because you do the 0.25 system here on the
A lot of untapped users have upgraded and now use the 0.1 scale, but we keep it
Old school.
We're
on
traditional.
Untapped I will do it 4.43 because you can't give it 25.
Exactly.
So.
Okay, well, next up is Barrel Series 009, an imperial milk stout aged in George Remus Bourbon barrels. Comes in at 12.6% ABV. So we're all familiar with George Remus Bourbon barrels and the quality that comes with that.
Sure.
Yeah. This definitely smells bourbony.
Yeah. But the smell of 007 is better.
Yes.
This has a less pleasant aroma.
I don't know, I kind of like it a little better. I think I like that bourbon barrel smell much more than the rum.
I have to get my nose to get more deeper into the glass to get some notes from this one.
I have difficulty finding any words to describe this aroma.
You're just speechless is what you're saying.
Speeches.
The word the smell is so much you're just speechless from the aroma. I get it. It does take your breath away.
It's like charcoal.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a kind of notes, like a slightly burnt kind of note. I can see where you get that.
Let's try it.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This one is not nearly as balanced as the first one.
No.
I say, well, the first one was 14.5%. This is 12.5%.
This one tastes more like 14.
Yeah, this is much boozier.
Yes.
More wood tannins in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Almost milk chocolate on the aftertaste. Was it a milk stout?
Yes.
Yeah.
The other one was oat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where you really get the difference. Milk stouts always tend to be a little bit lighter in flavor, and they take up those adjuncts really, really intensely. And I think this is where this beer is really coming from. The lightness in the body of the milk stout, aged in that bourbon barrel, is just kind of like a much more aggressive tones.
So 7, 8, and 9 were released at the same time, right?
Ish, yeah.
And then
like
8 we drank some for some other purpose, because drinking these two next to each other does a disservice to 9, I think.
I think so as well, and I wish who knows what 8 was. I mean, it could have been a Templeton Rye whiskey barrel aged milk stout, but who knows?
Yeah, who knows? But releasing 7, 8, 9 at the same time, you would expect people to drink these two side by side, maybe with one beer in between them.
Yeah.
And it makes 7 feel richer and more potent in its flavors.
No.
I don't think that the 9 is a bad beer.
No. I think he's been releasing them as like together, like 2 at the same time.
Or 3 in some cases.
Is it? Because I kind of remember like 1 and 2 coming out, then 3 and 4, and then 5 and 6, and then it was 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'm curious if 6 was just a holdover from that 4, 5 series of imperial, maybe oatmeal stouts, and then he started with the milk stouts with 7 and 8. I don't know what, or
no,
8 and 9,
yeah.
And then maybe 10 is also a milk stout since it's getting released on its own. And it could just been a unfortunate happenstance of aging and release processes.
It just got done at the same time.
Yeah. But yeah, I think both of these are really, really good. I would definitely reach for 007 first.
Yeah. So 9 now for me is at most a 4, but it's a weak 4 for me.
Yeah, milk stouts are not my favorite style, and I think it's mostly because they're pretty thin, and this one definitely fills that. But the aftertaste is really rich and dry. It has a very dry finish, like if you'd used raw cocoa in this.
Yeah.
So I'm also going to give it a 4.
Yeah, I'm landing on a 4 also.
Yeah.
I agree with the dry finish, but also quite chocolatey in the afternotes.
Yeah.
And I'm also have a bit of a hard time with the milk stouts, but this is actually quite good for milk.
No, I like
it's a bit
milk
boozy,
stouts. Yeah.
but it's clean and good aftertaste. So,
I mean,
so I'm a 4 also.
4, 4, 2, 5. Those are not bad scores.
No.
So no reason to feel like we shouldn't have. But no, I think they're great. So anything else?
We want more barrel series.
Well, hopefully we can get our hands on 10 and maybe have it on the show in the future. 10, 11. I'm sure.
I wonder if I missed any. Maybe.
I haven't tried the number 6. I missed that when it was
Oh, you
released.
did.
Because I have the 10 incoming, so you should invite me
Okay,
again.
yeah, we I had missed a 6 as well, but then on Zwanza Day, I was in Copenhagen at a kiosk, and they had 6 on the shelf, and I was like, "Nope, that's a 100% get." And then we had it while we were waiting in line at.
Yes, we did. That's true. That's where, because I see here that I have had it. Now I've had everything 1 to 9. 1 through 9. So I'm missing 10 and 11.
Is 11? Is 11 there?
11. Bourbon barrel-aged imperial oatmeal stout with Vietnamese coffee.
What was 6?
6 was bourbon barrel-aged imperial milk stout. So, so what's the difference from this one? So 9. Bourbon barrel-aged imperial milk stout.
Yeah, I guess different types of bourbon barrel aging, I'm sure. And then what's 10?
10 is cognac and bourbon barrel-aged barley wine.
Ooh, nice. Looking forward to that.
Definitely.
Right, well, Bjorn, where can we find you online?
You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. That's about it.
Björnguiden.
Yes, that was my next question. And what would it be called?
It's Björnguiden, a beer blog. It had nothing to do with bears because Björn is bear in Swedish, but it's my name. So
that's just
and your spirit animal.
Yes, it is. And I look like one also.
In the good way.
And you can find
in the grinder way.
In the grinder way. I was trying to work the rec around to that. I'm like, I don't know if I can get back there. All right. So you can find us online at what'sontappodcast.com, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube,
Grinder,
Spotify. Yeah. I was gonna say, check out Bjorn and Martin's joint profile. always go as a team. Until next time.
Keep drinking, you dum-dums.